On the 5th David of Christmas, Zeal Pro gave to me, tempered seal by its hybrid. Call me maybe but not Hawkeye, Rising Storm by Skylighter, the Hellzone by Stormfly, and Shadow Monster by Rikirez. Hi guys, so this is gonna be a different kind of video because this is the 5th David of Christmas. If you want to see the previous Davids, I guess you could say, you can just check the description and there will be the other videos or the other channels that I will list in the description. So you guys can go check those out. But for the 5th David, as you can see, we're doing Tempered Steel by its hybrid, so I've already completed this level already. But as per the video, I wanted to run through the entire level and practice before we get to the completion, I guess you could say. So let's just do that really quickly. This level is very interesting. I personally did not like it that much, but we're just gonna... Oh, I'm in no clip, oopsie. But yeah, we're gonna just run through this level. Jesus Christ, can I get past the first fucking click? Thank you. So this first part is by Xana. I think the only main concern that I have for this first part is that that first click is blind as hell. So you're not going to be able to know what you're going to do. The rest of this part isn't too hard as long as you know what you're doing. Then we have end level, which is very timing heavy, but it's also a very short part of the level that you really don't have to care too much about. Wow, I'm really bad at this game. This part isn't too bad. It's like one of the shorter parts, so you can kind of group it with Xana. Then we get to Levo's first part. So I've gotten really consistent at this part, but this wave in specific is really chokeable. Even though it is at like 22%, it's still really like chokeable once you're like first starting out playing it. But once you know what you're doing and what portals are what, then it doesn't really become too much of an issue. Then we go on to whoever part this is, because I actually don't even know whose part this is. But this part is kind of hell because some of the robot clicks in this part are really just like kind of janky in a bit. This one in specific, if you were to jump like too little, you're gonna hit this spike, which is not very ideal. We don't want that happening. But if you go too high, you're gonna hit this spike, which is also really stupid. But that click too, this one right here, it's really stupid. I cannot tell you how fast like you have to click like in junction with this blue orb click and then just jumping right after. It's just really dumb, but yeah, that's that part. But then we go on to these blue orb clicks, which are also hell, because you have to do really micro clicks so that you don't accidentally jump in while playing the level. But yeah, then we get onto the first drop part, which is actually Estia. There's one part that I want to highlight in specific, and it's this click right here. Like, for some reason, there's just a pad in this portal, and it's just really annoying, honestly, because you, like, sometimes hit the portal first, and then you didn't hit the pad, so you're gonna get launched into this slope right here, in the saw blade. It's just a really weird section of clicks that I really don't like. You could technically skip it like that, but that's requiring some amount of timing that I'm just not willing to do. But... And then we get to this part, which requires some amount of like being able to see anything, because you're gonna accidentally hit one of these spike pillars. And I didn't know this for the longest time, but you could actually slide up here. The progress bar is kind of covering it, but you can actually slide there, so this makes this gap a little bit more easier. But overall, this part is also not that good. Oops. Then we get some molds. So you just already have that like very crazy straight slide. You can just see. It's not too bad, but it's still not good. Most of these like sections of the levels require high CPS, I guess you could say. Molt is definitely one of them. That fuck-ass corridor that I just went through is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to high CPS in this level, and it's ridiculous how that even made it into this level, I can't lie. But then we have this fuck-ass wave corridor that I died here like so many times. It's actually unbelievable how many times I've actually just died there. I don't know how to like figure it out consistently. And this UFO, I want to just show you the hitboxes in this, because I've died here also multiple times because of the fact that there's just two random hitboxes here because of the way that they're connected. And it's so annoying having to just like die there and going back from zero all the way over again. But then we get back into a little bit more of an easier section. Sean's part isn't too terrible. It looks a little bit confusing at first, but it's just some memory that you'll have to get used to. So at first, you don't really have to click any of these orbs until you reach this pink orb. So you kind of just hold, and then you hit that. And then this is, you don't hit any of the orbs, you just do the quick gameplay that's laid out for you. You hit that blue orb, and then hit the dash orb, straight fly do that, and then there's a wave section right there. It's kind of easy. There is a slight chance that you will hit this pad too early and then go flying into this this ground spike, which is a little annoying, but I've only had that happen in runs, so that's good. And we get into Sheikah's part, I think is what it's called. I think that's what they're called. And I've died here a handful of times because of this wave gap right here. This wave gap, along with everything else coming after it, is a little bit ridiculous, because it's at 70%, my nerves are getting to me, I can't necessarily like wave myself through these tight corridors, and so I just end up dying like you're seeing right here. That straight fly killed me once, which is a little disappointing, but after that, the Let's Go level is kind of just self-explanatory. This is Surge's part. Be sure to hit this early, or else you're gonna go flying into that spike. Hit that green orb early. Go for it. Then we have Isane's part. These gaps, they seem a bit hard, but honestly, I never died here doing it. And then we have Hybrid's part, which is the last part of the level. Ass clencher, but really not that hard, as you can see. So yeah, that's Tempered Steel. My thoughts on this level, not a good level. I really did not like playing this level, and I had originally started playing this level maybe a few months ago, maybe around the start or the end of 2024, like October or something like that. And I only picked this up because of the Davids of Christmas, like I said. This level is really not good as a result of like so many different choke points and just inconsistencies throughout the level that it just did not make this level that much fun to play, I guess you could say. If you are going for something that's a little bit more skill-based, I guess you could pick this up or something, but personally I don't like this level that much, and yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say about this level. But yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and if you are willing to check out the rest of the Davids of Christmas, I will be linking that in the description below, but yeah, let's go on to the completion. Thank you. Yes. That feels really good. That feels really good. No. Jesus Christ. Thank God.